Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Today we got quite a bit of news to cover. There are exchanges that are having trouble out there. We got to talk a little bit about that. There are countries that are adopting Bitcoin as their main currency. Even still, we have that happening. We also have a recent change of events, insane change of events, you might even say, with the Fed rate hikes going wild. In addition to that, we've got meme coin mania that may or may not be cooling off, and now some meme tokens are converting into something else, and it seems like the market is bored and searching for gains. And I'm even going to tell you guys a little bit of a story today about some guy that just raised like $700,000 now because he just posted his wallet with no token at all. Now, maybe this guy launches a token, right? Maybe we got to give him a chance, but I don't know if this is good. You know, this could be getting out of hand. We gotta talk a little bit about it, guys. We got to be honest about all of it as it's coming through, and that's exactly what we do for you here at the Crypto Report. Guys, it has been a wild time. Thanks for tuning in, though. Let's get into it. Let's talk about some of the stories and see what's going on out there in the markets today, guys. If you like the content, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in. Just another sushi. I'll see you in the chat, brother. Good to have you. So right now, the overall market is doing okay. You know, we're at a $1.16 trillion market cap, and that's kind of where we've been. We've really just been trading sideways to the right, really. We've been talking about this, guys. Back in November of last year, we saw the FTX collapse happen. Then shortly thereafter, we saw, okay, prices are very low. We call bottom. That's exactly what we had. If you really go back and you see, here you go, boom, November and bottom, and then January, things begin. And now we got to start thinking what was happening when Bitcoin was rallying. Well, first, we hit a major low point. That's one. Two, there was max fear from some of these exchanges. Three, then we started having more of a conversation about inflation, interest rate hikes, increasingly so, and then banks started to fail. And I believe that is when we got this big move. And right now, we don't have any stories about the banks failing, and we don't necessarily want that, I guess, as a society, though crypto seemed to be benefiting from it. But right now, things just seem to be pretty calm. The price action has been sideways, really, sideways at best, and a little up. Bitcoin started the year, first 2-3 months, we had bullish moves. Couple of those months were very big. One of those was just real flat. This is our first red month we've had in a while, which is very interesting. But Ethereum's above 1900, so Ethereum dominance seems to be coming up, maybe because all the conversations around some of the meme tokens and these ERC20 tokens that are going wild. Now people are even talking about some of the coins on Cardano, some of the meme tokens on Cardano. One I've been hearing a lot about is Snack. I personally didn't get that token. I'm so into the meme things right now that actually I'm on my way out. I'm holding, guys, my Ben tokens, my SIAP tokens, my loyal tokens that are coming today, by the way. We'll talk more about that. But I'm not personally trying to get into any other memes. Might be grabbing some Pepe. Swing trading Pepe, kind of like I like to do with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, right? When the bull market comes, those coins rip. Pepe might be a contender. We'll have to see how it plays out for the next bull market. But that's where we're at, guys. That's what's going on right now. Bitcoin's trying to make its way up to end the month green, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We got Nazar in the chat. We got Kid Pro Crow. Just another sushi. Look at the fam here. Got Azus. Good to have you guys. So I don't know if you caught this story, fam, but crypto exchange Bybit. By the way, this is an exchange we do have a referral link to. So sorry, Canadians out there, but Bybit is exiting Canada because of some of the regulatory issues that are going on. Binance also recently announced its exit from Canada, as well as Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini. At this point, Crypto.com is still looking like it's in all right shape because they do have some licenses in Canada. So they may be one of the only exchanges that is able to stay in Canada. Now, if you're holding CRO Coins, you're holding the CRONOS token, that is a pretty good thing, guys. You got to admit, if you've been holding this token, and CRO is just really, really tough lately. I mean, look at the price of CRO. You've been seeing this thing right at 6 cents just forever. It just feels like an eternity. You know, somebody in the chat recently said like Bitcoin's up 24% over the last 3 months and CRO's down 24%. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been that great. It's been an accumulation opportunity. We're not in a bull market, so altcoins aren't rallying typically versus Bitcoin. There's always exceptions. Meme coins have certainly been the exception. But if you're holding CRO, you could look at the story and say, this is actually really good, because if every exchange that's in Canada is leaving Canada, but Crypto.com is hanging on to some licensing and doing well in there, that might put them in a place where, how's that going to play out with other countries? Are they doing all right across the globe? I mean, if Canada is so tough, what about the other countries that are tough? Does that give Crypto.com a competitive edge? Maybe. Who knows? But as we are seeing pressure from Canada, we are also getting adoption in Central African Republic. There you go. So Central African Republic adopt Bitcoin as legal tender officially. So that is pretty cool to see. We saw El Salvador do that. We now see Central Africa do it. We've seen some other countries do it as well. I think we're going to see this increasingly over time, guys. And there's a big story as to why. Now, Bitcoin, and it ties right into this. So Bitcoin is headed for its first monthly loss in 6 months. It has been up over the last 5 previous months. It's been great. It has been green. This is finally a red month. Why? Well, I believe because the conversation is now moving away from the banks and it's moving back to crypto. You saw a Bitcoin tax proposal, 30% tax that was proposed against Bitcoin mining from the Biden administration. They actually ended up canceling that whole plan because that was actually included in the debt ceiling deal. And the fact that we just did agree to raise the debt ceiling at first was very, very bullish. And now everybody just realizes, well, we're just pushing the buck to the next guy, right? We're not actually solving anything by raising the debt ceiling and coming to this deal that we came to. All that happened really is we kicked the ball down the road to deal with another day, and it still doesn't fix the issue that is the excessive printing of money, the excessive interest rate hikes, the excessive issues that have been going on with the U.S. government and really our currency. Bitcoin is truly a solution to this, guys, and I think as the conversation shifted away from banking more towards this debt ceiling conversation and into crypto a little bit more, people are kind of forgetting what's going on with the banks. And the truth is they're having a tough time. We'll get more into that in a second. But over the last couple months, look at this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row of green. And then here you go. May is red. Could turn green. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out, guys. But for a long time, folks believed that the Fed was not going to raise the interest rate. We thought we were done with the interest rate hikes. Well, unfortunately, what you're looking at right now is the target rate probabilities for the next FOMC meeting and the Fed rate hike on June 14th coming up in a couple weeks. The odds that there is a rate hike is at 61.9%. It looks like they are going to do this rate hike potentially, but that could still change because this saying they weren't going to raise the interest rate hike was actually at 99% just a little bit ago. And now recently, because Europe actually had an inflation issue, maybe because of this debt ceiling deal, I'm not quite sure why, but the sentiment has shifted and you've got a 61.9% chance, according to this tool, that we are going to get an interest rate hike from the Fed. Now, that's bullish for Bitcoin and crypto in the long term, but possibly not in the short term. Major banks were expected to pause rate hikes soon. Now it's not so clear cut. The markets are panicked on this. The regular markets are panicked on this because it shows, again, that the US dollar is not in a good way. And if this is what's going on and we're going to continue to raise the interest rates, then more banks might start to fail. And if more banks fail, then there might be a lot more pain ahead for the U.S. economy, which is why I would say that Bitcoin is a good option. The Fed's latest interest rate hike could set off a domino effect in regional bank failures. This was an article on May 3rd written after the recent interest rate hike. And then we thought we weren't going to get any more hikes. Well, imagine if we're getting headlines like this for the previous rate hike, what if we get one more? We're probably going to get a lot of headlines that are going to be negative, revolving around that people are scared that there's another interest rate hike. Interest rates are way too high. If you want to go out and get a home, if you have debt on your credit card, all these different things, guys, the rates are way too high and it's not sustainable at this point. And so really, if there are more bank failures, I believe that's very bullish for Bitcoin. Well, Crypto Kip, why are you saying that? Well, because if you look since December when we had the FTX bottom and then all of a sudden the conversation started about banks, here you go. Bitcoin was going up as bank stocks were crashing to the ground. People were getting more bullish on Bitcoin as banks were collapsing. That's just how it was. We'll have to see if that's how that continues to play out and if more banks collapse. But that's something that we saw pretty darn significantly there for a while, guys. So just want to throw that out there for you guys. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, if you're joining us for the first time in a stream, make sure you guys do subscribe, because if you haven't seen, we do 5 videos every single day for our audience. We talk about it all, guys, from CRO Coin to this Ben ecosystem, PSYOP, trust, Bitcoin. We talk about a lot of different stuff. Pepe coin we were talking about. In fact, if you had seen my first video that I did on Pepe and bought the day of our first video that we did on Pepe, like around a month ago, you would have made possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you were investing thousands, you might have made millions of dollars on the Pepe investment. That's the kind of thing that we want to be able to do, guys. We want to be front of the line. We want to be first to the table. We want to stay ahead of the news, guys. We want to keep you guys up to date with the latest and the greatest in crypto. It's exactly what we intend to do. I hope you get that out of this channel. We've been talking about this Ben ecosystem, some of the tremendous gains for all of these tokens, guys. PSYOP token, the Ben token. If you were a pre-sale holder, you're up over 2x on these tokens still. And even if you bought after, you're probably still up. But if you bought to the peaks, you're likely down. We'll take a peek more at some of that here in a minute, guys. Let's talk a little bit about crypto.com, guys, because crypto.com recently came out with their expedition gear. And it is official that if you got this gear, it was hidden from you. Well, now, boom, they have revealed the gear, and now you know exactly what rarity it is. And as you note here, guys, they say stay tuned for Main City, because the Main City metaverse for crypto.com is launching soon. I was peeking at some of the floor prices. I wanted to share this with you guys. So if you look at what's going on here, the floor prices for the starter backpacks are $6, $7. So if you were lucky enough to get airdropped one of these bags, congratulations, you have $6 extra. If you got a rare bag, then you got $14, roughly double. And these are going to fluctuate, guys. These could go up, these could go down. The Epic backpacks, Explorer backpacks, are at $42. The Legendary backpacks are right now at $169. And if you were lucky enough to get a mythical bag, you have $778 that you got for free if you minted this thing, or if you got the airdrop for free. If you guys minted, you know what it is. I think it was like $5 or $10 per backpack. I actually didn't mint any. I didn't buy any through the space because I have 22 plots of land. And so I got my own little airdrops of land for free, which I was excited about. So here you go. I changed my profile picture, guys, away from my loaded lion, just because I'm kind of exploring something, looking at the Nakamigos thing. We'll get to in a second. Looking into some of this Ben token thing. I think there's going to be some benefits possibly for the Nakamigos holder. More to come later on that. But this is my Twitter, and I posted this morning. I actually was lucky enough, guys. I got one of each pack. I got a lot of the starters, a lot of the next level, and I've got one of the most 3 rare. So I was actually airdropped about $1,000 worth of stuff this morning. I was revealed my $1,000 worth of airdrops from the crypto.com land that I was holding. So I was very, very excited about that. And I'm just going to kind of hold on to these. I'm holding on to my land. I'm holding on the bags. I'm going to wait for the metaverse to launch. I want to see what everything is before I decide to sell some of these, hang on to some of these, utilize these. I'm very, very likely going to be hanging on to all my epic or legendary land. My blockchain plot of land, I'm probably going to hold on to. My legendary backpack, I'm probably going to hold on to. But I want to see how this all plays out, guys. So always a good idea to take profits. By the way, guys, putting out polls on Twitter for the community. Are you ready for the bull market, or do you want more time to accumulate your favorite crypto project? Find me on Twitter. Put your vote up. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. So, yeah, guys. So here you go. I am loyal to the PSYOP and bear markets for building, and it looks like Ben has been cooking something tasty. Yes. Here we go. We got a fan here. Thank you for the support, dog. Appreciate it. But yeah, I am supporting this PSYOP right now and the Ben ecosystem and getting pretty excited. So as you can see, guys, I did change my profile picture to this. Recently, I got myself some of these things that you like to call Nakamigos. So I bought 2 Nakamigos worth about 0.6 ETH a piece. I think there's going to be some benefits for some of the Nakamigos holders in the Ben ecosystem, specifically with Ben.ETH's coins and PSYOP, something he's alluded to. I'll talk more about that in a second. And I do think there's a chance that users might get airdropped some of these, but I wanted to kind of get in there and get ahead of everybody. Nakamigos are the top 5 popular collection right now. Yesterday, they were trending number 1. The floor is at about 5.52. So I'm a little bit down from where I bought them, but I'm planning on holding these things for a while. If there's any chance that these are going to be the crypto punks of the future, well, I'm more of a holder, guys. I don't buy things unless I really believe in them. And if I am just doing a quick little flip, you'll hear me say it. It's the way I talk about Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. I'm not doing a quick little flip on these. I'm actually going to be holding these just because I believe there's some kind of culture forming around it. Here you go. Ben.ETH saying Nakamigos, 1 ETH. He thinks it's going to get to a 1 ETH floor, which is double from here. And if you can see here, people have been tweeting that Ben.ETH sweeping the Nakamigos floor. He was. He now has 143. Actually, at the time of this tweet, which was like a day ago, he actually has 200 Nakamigos and counting. So he's buying more. And there was another tweet that I saw where he put some eyeballs up when somebody said, "Are you going to be airdropping this to all the PSYOP holders?" He kind of alluded that he is. So if you're holding some PSYOP, you might have a chance, at least if you were part of the presale, you might have a chance at a free Nakamigo. So hang in there. But one thing's for sure, guys, Ben.ETH started a trend here. And here's what it is. The loyal token is the third token that he and BitBoy Crypto released. This is the third and final one. He did it over the Memorial Day weekend. He raised over $10 million, which is ridiculous. And this is all tied together, allegedly. So here you go. And there's a Twitter over here. He says that this thing's going to launch today. It is supposed to launch today. So if you guys are submitted to the presale, you should be getting your tokens today. We'll have to see how it plays out. And this is supposed to be happening. But no post yet on the loyal Twitter. It's very, very interesting, guys. But he started a trend. So what is this trend? The trend is I'm tweeting out, putting up a post, and he links an address and he says, "Send Ethereum, I'm starting a project." And then people send him money. Well, now you've got other people doing some very interesting things. You had Borvik ETH, who's a large Twitter influencer for crypto, come out and put out a tweet saying, "I'm trying to raise money for an iPhone now." Actually ended up raising over $1,500 for an iPhone. He put out his address. People sent him money for the iPhone. Here you go. Thanks for the new iPhone. Delivers tomorrow. He got an iPhone like crazy. I love my community. Of course you do. It's absolutely incredible. He got a bunch of free money from a bunch of people. And then he got absolutely attacked on Twitter for it. I mean, I don't think he deserves to be attacked, but it really makes you wonder, like, what's okay and what's not okay. Like, if this guy wants to do a fundraiser for himself for a phone because he's an influencer, is that wrong? I genuinely don't know what's wrong and what's not. You know, if I want to do a GoFundMe for like a road trip across the country and people donated to me, is that wrong? And is this any different? I'm not really sure. And so I didn't really have a problem with this one. This one kind of made me chuckle. I said, can't believe people would send this guy some Ethereum so he could buy an iPhone. But they did. They sent him money so he could buy an iPhone. This is for nothing. He even said it. This is for nothing in return. This was a donation. I don't recommend you guys send money to people unless there's something you really believe in or whatever. But If you want to donate to a cause, I guess there's going to be opportunities to do that this bull market. People might be raising money in weird ways now because we saw it work. We saw it work, and now we're seeing it work with an iPhone. What's crazy, though, is now here's another guy, Paulie. He is one of the leaders of the Pepe army, if you will, on Twitter. Okay? He put out a tweet 10 hours ago saying, send ETH here. Put out an address. You get nothing. He put the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory gif of you get nothing from this famous actor right here. Gene, I can't remember his name. Gene something, I think. Would you believe it if I told you that when this guy posted this, and he is a host of Twitter Spaces, he's got very big clout, he raised $700,000, guys. He raised $700,000 on this for nothing. Paulie has received $600K in just 7 hours. That was 2 hours ago. He's over $700,000. Why? What? For nothing, allegedly. Now, there's a chance that it turns into this you get nothing coin. He's got a wallet, yougetnothing.eth. I don't know. Breaking, special video announcement for nothing. Send tokens to you get nothing. I am not putting any tokens towards this. I'm not putting any money towards this at all. This is too vague. He's saying you'll get nothing, and so I'm gonna take it at face value and say maybe we won't get nothing, but it's supposed to be nothing. This is out of control. I don't think this is healthy for crypto, guys. I think this is crazy. Maybe if you're having fun with it, well, kudos to you. But I'm not trying to give away a bunch of free money unless we're doing like giveaways on our channel. I would like to give money away to you, but I'm not just trying to give away my money to large crypto influencers. It's the other way around. These large influencers should be giving money to the people, to the community. That's what we're about. That's what Ben.eth has been about, in my opinion, which is why I've been a supporter of him. But now a guy who's already rich is going to just kind of get richer for no reason. I hope he launches a product. I don't really know. I'm not trying to hate on him, but I'm definitely perplexed. I'm definitely concerned. I'm definitely perplexed. Not hating, just like can't believe that this thing is still moving and people are still moving in this direction in crypto. This is absolutely wild right now. Absolutely wild. Seeing what else is going on. So, yeah, guys, this is going to be insane. The 3 tokens for this whole thing are going to be listed on this PooMemeFi platform. They're going to be the 3 exclusive tokens. So this is all going to come out of the folds today. We just have no idea what to expect out of this. But I'm definitely a believer for now in Ben and his tokens and BitBoy Crypto and their initiative. I think there's some pretty cool ideas there, and I've been getting a little more into DEX tools. You know, you can see still Ben is trending pretty high up there. It's number 9, but it is falling down. And if you look at the price of these tokens, they are crashing. The PSYOP and the Ben token are crashing. Is it over? I don't really know. I'm going to continue to hold on to these projects, guys, because personally, I see what they're trying to do here. I'm going to say at this point, I'm still a believer. Price action isn't everything. I think the meme coins had their rally. I think that people were bored for a while. That might be cooling off. We could also get a little bit of a change here in the new month of June. So we'll have to see. So PSYOP is quite a bit down. Specifically, it is down 59% from its highs. So still about a 2x probably for the pre-sale holders. And Ben token is finding further downward movement, which it's recovered from in the past, but we'll have to see how it plays out, which is currently down 67%. So these tokens right now are struggling. We'll have to see. The Loyal token is going to be getting launched later today, allegedly. We'll have to see how that one plays out, guys. We will have to see. I'm going to be looking for some comments in the chat, guys. That's really all I got for you today. Nothing too crazy. Gave you guys a little bit of an update on some of those exchanges that are having some issues in Canada, I guess. Some of that stuff's going on. It's getting a little wild out there. People are getting bored. But guys, when you see extreme pain, when you see boredom, you know, I like to look at that and kind of look for a couple different things. So if you're seeing some extreme pain, I'm going to look in there and I'm going to assess, is this project that this extreme pain is on legitimate? If yes, that's an opportunity in my mind to buy the dip. Not financial advice, but that's the way I look at it. Like potentially even like PSYOP and all this stuff. If this is down and you believe in it, maybe now would be a better time to dollar cost average now that they're 50, 60% down from the highs, right? Same thing with, let's say Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin went up to 32,000 almost, $31,000 recently in the last month or so. It's cooled off. It's down to $27,000. There's fear with the inflation issues. There's fear with the debt ceiling. I'd say that's a good time, in my opinion, to be buying the dip. Is there more room for downside, guys? Is there more room for downside potential? Absolutely. Absolutely, there's more room for downside potential from any of these tokens. I don't think we come back to hit, our lows again. I think the lows are past us. I'm happy to believe that the lows are past us and we're moving up from here. We've been calling it the accumulation zone for a reason, guys. I'm looking to accumulate on the projects that I like when they're down, trading sideways, when the excitement's not there. When the excitement's there, sometimes you can still get some gains, guys, but it's extremely risky. Case in point, I bought my Nakamigos. I bought in on the FOMO. I did. And it's a little bit down. Now, I believe there's something more to it, so I was okay to bite the bullet there because I've got a more long-term vision for that. And so in that case, I'm okay with it. I'm here for the long term. I got my bags of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I got my CRONOS for sure. I got a lot of CRONOS. Now I got a lot of these PSYOP and Loyal and Ben tokens too. At this point, I've invested more than I'm willing to lose into PSYOP, Loyal, and Ben, only because I don't really believe that they are illegitimate projects personally right now. That's just me, guys. Now, when I say that, I mean, I'm not like all in on these things, but I had to get a bigger position than my speculative bag, right? At the beginning when these were memes, I had more of a speculative amount of money in there. $1,000, $2,000. Now at this point, I've got several $1,000s in these meme tokens, and I'm waiting for a move upward. We'll have to see if we get one. And to be honest with you guys, it could end up being months and months and months before that even happens. If you're a CRO holder, you've just been holding the CRO token, and we've been trading down to sideways for a very long time. I feel great about CRO. It's just an accumulation opportunity. I'm waiting for a bull market. I believe it's going to come, even if Canada wants to box out other exchanges. Fortunately, they didn't box out crypto.com yet. We'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just want to get you guys an idea of where my mind is at. I'm going to be looking through the comments now. I want to do a little Q&A with the community. Let's see what we got going on in the comments. Nazar asks, how many exchanges are there left in Canada? I'm not sure. I know crypto.com still hanging around for sure right now. We'll have to see how that plays out. Nazar's thinking we're going to have another 0.25% interest rate hike. Yep, that's likely what it's going to be. We'll have to see, again, how that one goes. Waiting on all exchanges, says J-Man, to relist XRP. Yes, XRP. People are getting excited about XRP right now. And if I'm not mistaken, XRP had a little bit of a pump in the last 24 hours. Because, guys, Gary Gensler is really, really an enemy of crypto at this point. It's so crazy. He used to give lectures in an MIT all about crypto and how it was good and all this. And now his script is totally anti-crypto. Everything's a security. BitBoy's been talking a lot about it. And here you go. For you, J-Man, you can see Ripple is pumping right now. People are getting excited. People are looking for this SEC versus XRP case to end. And look at this. Big rally here just over the last 7 days. Very, very good for all you Ripple holders. Absolutely. Smash the like button if you're making gains on Ripple, folks. See what else we got here in the chat. Ron H says, CDC can keep its gear. Let's have some better earn rates. Yeah, Ron H. So just to give you a little bit of hopium, if you will, the earn rates that they have in the Crypto.com app are much less than they used to be. That is a bummer. But look at the bright side. If you look at all the comments that Chris Marzliak, the CEO of Crypto.com, has made during AMAs live on Twitter, taking questions from the community, he has alluded to the fact that once the coin goes back up, once the bull market's back and the company's making more money, once the gold rush and FOMO come back to crypto, which should inevitably happen at some point, he intends to raise all the benefits for the people holding the cards, here we go, the Crypto.com cards, right? If you got one of these, I've got a rose gold. I just keep this one at my desk because I actually use my rose gold one, and I keep that in my wallet. But they are going to increase all the rewards for the card holders. They're going to give you probably better cash back, probably better interest rate, earn rates. We'll have to see exactly what it is. Don't quote me on that, guys. It's nothing's for sure, but he has alluded to the fact that he will be giving the better rates. The company wants to do that. They want to give back to the community, but they need to be in a position where the market's strong, and the market's just not strong right now. So in the meantime, we can enjoy the CDC gear, you know? We can enjoy it. I mean, I'm excited for the metaverse. I'm totally excited for the metaverse that's going to launch for Crypto.com, and you could even argue that's going to be huge potentially for the token. We'll have to see how much that token gets integrated in, but if it's a good game at all, and it looks pretty cool, guys. It does look pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to see if I can even pull up the photo that kind of got me most excited. I want to show you guys the photo that got me most excited about the land. About the game that's coming out. Trying to find it, but it was a really good snapshot where it showed, here it is. Here we go. So I'll show you guys right now. Look at this. I mean, look at the screen here. What you can see is like, this is a loaded lion. This looks like something like maybe a turret or I don't know, like something. Here's all your backpacks and here's the avatars and the gear and there's income. It looks really, really cool, guys. You get to incorporate, the graphics look nice. I mean, I'm not really getting a full idea of what this is, but it looks like there's some kind of game going on, like a battle or a activity. I don't know what it is. Maybe an adventure. Who knows? But I'm kind of getting excited, guys, and I think that could be very, very bullish for the CRONOS holders. I mean, any news is good news, guys, bad or good, to be honest with you. Attention is key, and I think that's one of the biggest arguments I had for all these meme tokens was these are getting the attention, and what gets the attention will get the money, inevitably. Not to say that's a good thing, not to say it's a bad thing, it's just how it is. You look at the way that presidential elections happen, same thing goes on there. Guys, it's the same exact thing. So that's a thought. Let me have some other questions in the comments as well. I want to see what else you guys are thinking, looking through here, trying to catch up. Yep. It's just another Sushi says, I'm learning. I love the community and the channel. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Learning is the alpha. That's right. I mean, you're looking for alpha. You got to go hunt for it, guys. You got to get out there. You got to hunt for it. I've been up till 1 in the morning most nights just on Twitter digging for anything, everything for you guys, for me, for everybody that I talk to about crypto. I want to get, the most information, the most complete information, the good, the bad, the ugly, at all points. And we try to give you guys alpha here when we can. I'll tweet a little bit on Twitter. Follow me, guys, at Crypto Kip Tweets on Twitter as well. To kind of stay posted with what I'm doing. But yeah, we're trying to do that for you guys. We want to keep the educational piece coming. Kipro Crow says, congrats, Kip, on the legendary. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, Kipro Crow. Thank you much, sir. Look at this chat. I love this. We're just hanging out, guys. Couldn't pay me to use an iPhone. Ron H, what are you using? Samsung? Why? Because they're partnered with Crypto.com? What? If you're not using an iPhone, are you using the Android? You must be an Android person. Green chat bubbles. Green chat bubbles. I actually use a Mac computer, which maybe I regret. I kind of wish I had a PC. I think I've had a lot more issues with Mac and live streaming and doing the channel versus if I had used a PC maybe. That being said, now I've got a really good system. I like it. It all works for me. We'll have to see how it is. Have you heard of Monkey Token? No. Gene Wilder. Got me on the Gene Wilder. I appreciate it. We got 2 chefs in the chat. We got just another sushi video. He is a sushi chef. And Benny Blue Eyes is also a certified chef. Man, oh man, I had no idea. We got chefs in the chat. What are you guys cooking? You cooking any projects? Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, aliens are messing with Benny's cellular communications. That's tough. Crow Bro, thanks for joining us, brother. I'm just going through. We're doing a little Q&A. Welcome, man. Welcome. Let me know best any questions you guys have about life, about crypto. Hit me up with some stuff, guys. Let's talk a little bit. I'm out of content for the day, to be honest with you, but you spark up a conversation with me, you might get me going. I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about BRC20 tokens. I mean, I'm curious. I want to know in the chat, and I'll put out a little poll. Have you looked at BRC20 tokens? Have you looked at BRC20 tokens? Let me know, guys. I'm curious. I have quite a bit of BRC20 tokens. Francisco Gabriel wants to know which backpacks I got. I got them all, Francisco. I got lucky, man. I got one of each, and then I got several of the lower ones because I had 22 plots of land, so that was pretty cool. Benny Blue Eyes wants to know where Black C's at. He's working hard. He is working so hard, guys. He is on the grind, and I commend him for that. He will join us when he can, but he's working hard. He's got some other businesses he's working on right now. Nazar says, how are you going to spend your first smillion when Chrome moons? Great question. How would I spend $1 million? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to buy a 2 to 3 unit property for me and my fiance, where we're going to live in that unit, get some tenants. I want to get myself some passive income. It's called house hacking. I don't know if you guys are into real estate at all, but I am all in on crypto right now. I intend to take profits in this nice bull cycle towards a piece of real estate. With that piece of real estate, I want to make myself some passive income, move out of that, buy a house. So first out of the gate, I will probably put down, I don't know, 100,000 or 200,000 towards this property. I put down a lot. I would like to do a big down payment. You'd say, well, that's cost opportunity. I'd say I want to have things paid off, physical assets paid off. That's kind of my take. I could change that decision down the road. We'll have to see. So I take my $1 million. Let's say I spend 200 on my first piece of property. I'd also buy a boat. I'd buy a boat because I want to go boating. And I don't know. I'd probably buy some S&P 500. I'll probably move a lot of that into Bitcoin. And I don't know. I probably just sit on some cash too. I'd probably keep like just 100 grand ready to go. I think I got to buy a car too. So, yeah. I mean, I still kind of figuring out where I want to go. I definitely want to buy more Bitcoin. I need to buy property. My first answer though is property. Heck, I might just buy a whole property in cash and call it a day. Make that an income property. And then, so let's just say you buy an income property for $400,000, $500,000. You can make 1 to 2K a month on it, maybe. Those are just guesstimate numbers, but I've done the research in the past. It's been a while since I have, because my focus is crypto right now. But, you know, if you can make 1 to 2K a month coming back after you drop 600K in a property, that's okay with me, because that's actually a decent income. You look at that, you look at your job. If, you know, YouTube makes some more revenue, like that's another thing that YouTubers have going for you. If you're an influencer, right? Multiple sources of income. I'm in a band. Surprise, I'm a singer in a band. Yes, I'm a singer. Surprise, surprise. But I can't tell you my band because I don't want to, I don't want to dox myself. I don't want to dox myself. You can see my face, but I still don't think anybody knows who I am. So I want to keep it that way, just to keep my crypto safe, just to kind of keep my privacy in some capacity. You know, it's already one thing being a crypto influencer on YouTube. I like to keep some privacy, you know. That's part of the reason too. I'm not sharing with you guys how many crow I have, because I just a little concerned with privacy and hackers and all that. So I like to keep it on the DL for now. One day that'll change. Good question, Azar. I like that question. Honestly, we're all waiting for the Bitcoin halving. I can't really see much action happening before that. Yeah, Ron H., that's a good point. Look, we are in the accumulation zone. We could trade straight sideways for the next 9 months, and I wouldn't be surprised. So I totally agree with you. And that being said, we could have a massive spike up to a previous all-time high, come back down, and then go back up. We could go up to 30, come back down. We could go up to 30, trade sideways. Who knows? Who knows, guys? At the end of the day, my strategy, Ron H., is to just accumulate dollar cost average for the long term and just keep going. Keep researching. Find the new projects. There are always new projects that are coming out, guys. And I put up a poll asking if you guys are looking at BRC20 tokens. Speaking of new projects, if you're not looking at BRC20 projects, it's not financial advice, but I think you're messing up. If you're not looking at BRC20 projects and not doing the research, I think you're making a big mistake. I would urge you to just do your research, guys. You got to do the research on the BRC20, learn a little bit more about it. Bitcoin's the biggest crypto. I don't see a world where Bitcoin tokens wouldn't be relevant. That wouldn't make sense to me. You see people talking about the Ordinals NFTs, the Bitcoin NFTs. Those are growing in popularity too. I think there's something behind that. But we'll have to see how that plays out. Zico Polari says, shout out from Finland. Do you think Ben Armstrong's lack of focus and or ever-changing plans for Ben is reflecting on the price recently? Or why do you think it crashed so much? Zico, what a fantastic question. I would love to answer that for you. Shout out to Finland. Thank you for joining me from across the world, my friend. I am in the Midwest of the United States of America. So smash up the like button if you're in the Midwest. Smash up the like button if you're in Finland. Great question. Do I think that Ben Armstrong's lack of focus and ever-changing plans for Ben is reflecting on the price recently? I'll say this. I think that nothing goes straight up. I think we had a crazy time over the last couple weeks where everybody was looking at the next big. Everybody's looking for the next Pepe. For a while, I think PSYOP was that. Ben token was. Then I think PSYOP was. Then now Loyal is coming out today. I think Loyal is about to explode. Potentially. And then it'll probably cool off too. Nothing goes straight up. Everything cools off. So with what BitBoy's been talking about lately, I have noticed the price going down. But I don't think that's because that people don't like what he's saying. And I don't think it's because people are giving up. I think the real reason for that, Zico, is very specifically because, and this is all crypto and this is all projects, this is all stocks. It's because of a little thing I like to call buy the rumor, sell the news. People sold off Ben token leading up to the roadmap announcement. People sold off Ben token leading to some of the recent news about the Loyal platform. People are selling off tokens as news comes out. That's just kind of what happens. As for what he's doing and pivoting around, do I like that? I personally love it because the fact that Terra Luna and Solana went to the moon mostly because of venture capital isn't a good thing in my mind. Now, I'm not knocking Solana. I actually like Solana community. Shout out to Solana holders out there. Black Sea is a big Solana guy as well, and I think that it is fantastic ecosystem. Unfortunately, there are some blackouts. There's issues with it in some way, but it's huge and it's well liked and it's cheap and it's fast. Now, the reason that those got propped up, arguably, though, is because of VCs. Now, maybe you got a good product on the back end of it, but for Terra Luna's sake, that's gone. That collapsed. Other VCs back some other projects. You know, there's a lot of VCs behind Uniswap. And right now, you have BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong, coming out with Loyal, which is going to be the Cydex. Loyal is going to be the token for the Cydex exchange, if you will, and that could be massive. And what's the real significance to that? The fact that it's not going to be backed by venture capitalists. This is going to be a decentralized ecosystem by the people for the people, at least by BitBoy. And if you don't like BitBoy, then maybe it's not for you. But if you do, and if you believe he's got a good heart when it comes to doing the right thing for crypto people, then maybe you do support the project. But some people call him a scammer. I don't see any proof of that. So I think you've got a lot of things going on, but I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea where my mind's at when it comes to this whole Ben Armstrong shifting around on what he's going to do with Ben Token. Let's see what he does. Let's see the ad campaigns that he comes out with. Let's see how much money he actually raises with this token. And if I'm contributing personally as a Ben Coin holder, and I hold a lot of Ben Coin, if I'm personally holding Ben Coin, I'm doing it more so for the reason, I'm doing it for gains, but I'm also doing it because I want to support the cause of pushing back against Uniswap, which delisted a token that was very, very popular because it was too popular because of a copyright issue. They were too slow to react. It's not true decentralization. I'm going to push back, and I'm going to push back for true decentralization. And in saying that, you know, when somebody wants to raise money for an iPhone, who am I to say that they're not allowed to do that even? Who am I to even say that the guy's not allowed to just ask people for money and people gave this other guy, Paulie, $700,000? Who am I to say whether that's right or wrong? At the end of the day, if you like crypto and you like decentralization, which most of us do, that's why we're here, guys, then you shouldn't be offended or upset when any one little thing happens. When somebody in the space has the freedom to go do something because that's what DeFi is, and we complain about it, that's the opposite of what crypto is all about. And so that's kind of why I get so, I got so into this. It really sucked me in. I got sucked in to into the PSYOP, into the Ben ecosystem, because at the end of the day, I listen to all these Twitter spaces and what everybody's talking about, and I just couldn't help but hear people flooding each other's bags and people fighting over what's the next Pepe and what's not. And you can't do this. You can do this. This is okay. The SEC is coming for you. Hey, at Gary Gensler, go get him. That's not supportive. That's not a healthy crypto ecosystem. That's not what we're here for. And if you are here from it, frankly, go, get out of here. If you're going to flood everybody else's bags and you're going to be negative, that's not good for anybody or anything. Negativity is not good. All it is good for is free advertising, really. So if you really hate something, don't talk about it. Because if you do, then it's only going to get more attention. And attention is the new economy, AKA attention economy tokens. So there you go. There you go. You got me on one. You got me on one there. I appreciate the question. It was a great question. But you really got me. You got me going there. So thank you, Zico. I appreciate you, brother. Great question. Benny Blue Eye says, the ultra wealthy buy properties in cash, and then they take out equity loans, spending half in investments, use the other half to make monthly payments. That way you don't pay taxes on debt. Something we'll be looking to do, Benny. That is something we will be looking to do. With my first million, might be different than my first 10 million, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll get there. We'll all get there. Let's keep going. We just got to stay on the grind. We got to continue to do the research. Ron says, HODL, DCA, stake, repeat. I love it. I love it. Let's see what else we got. Did I see the crow burns? I did. Yeah, we got like 2 million crow coins that have been burnt so far. Very, very cool. We got quite a bit of burning happening. That will be good for the price action for crow as well. Love to see that. Oh, man. That's funny. Borrow cell phone money, P2P, true DeFi. Yeah. Yeah, so, and that's a good point. Just Another Sushi says, the borrow cell phone, person-to-person, true DeFi. That is what true DeFi is. When one person can send money to another for whatever, any reason, no reason at all. It's not your business. It's not my business. If we make it our business, then we can't be angry about it, because unless we're involved in the transaction, it's got, frankly, nothing to do with us except for our speculation, guys. Except for our speculation. That's really all it is. Fit in Crypto is working on 100. Oh, we lost a light, folks. We just lost a light. Did you see that? Just went out. Okay. Zico, I'm glad you liked the answer. Yeah, well, Zico, if it makes you feel any better, so Zico, here's a great example. Lost $1,000 on Ben. Look, you shouldn't have bought it unless you believed in it, and if you believe in it, then you could hold it. You could dollar cost average in, and you could take your loss and you could walk away. But if you end up buying back in later, when it's pumping again, then you're doing it wrong. You don't want to buy in when it's pumping and then sell when it's crashing. If you buy in when it's pumping and now it's crashing, you're not financial advice, but you're better off holding. And also, there's going to be all the airdrops that come for these tokens. So, that's something to note, guys. I gotta fix my light. Oh. There you go. I got the light back. But yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm hanging in there. So do what you want, but I'm gonna hang in there. I'm holding. I'm gonna hold. I believe in the future of it. So we'll have to see. Got a couple holders of Ben as well. Let's see. Vino is killing it to me. Some people were making a lot of money on Vino. I saw. That was good to see. Crowbro says, I have 150,000 Crow, and I think I'm going to be you're going to pump that up to 250,000 if the price drops to 5.5 cents. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Zico, good luck. Keep me posted. Keep me posted on your moves. It's not financial advice. You better not be taking financial advice from me, Zico, because this is entertainment purposes only. I'm just telling you what I would do. So there you go, guys. Who knows? I don't make all the right calls. I don't make all the right calls, guys. I just do the best I can. I do my research. I don't invest more than I'm willing to lose. I've recently upped my bags on Ben, Psyop, and this other one because I believe in them a little bit more, but still, lesser than my other positions in crypto. Unless they start mooning. Well, then we start taking profits, and then, we kind of keep that bag relative. So, all right, guys. I'm thoroughly entertained, brother. Good. Good. Oh, I like it. I like it. Well, I appreciate that, and I hope you guys check out the Twitter too. And I'm really active on Twitter right now. I'm having a lot of fun with Twitter, and I don't think I'm going to take a step back from Twitter. I'm going to get in there. So, let's talk on Twitter. I've been tweeting back and forth, I think, with just another sushi video. I'm not sure if that's you or not on Twitter. Confirm in the chat if it is you, because there's another sushi guy on Twitter if not. But yeah, we have fun here. Francisco Gabriel says almost 10K followers. Yeah, we are almost at 10K followers, guys. So smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, retweet this out if you guys joined us through Twitter, because we're giving away $1,000 in like 300 subscribers from now. I can't wait. Can't wait to give away some free money, guys. That's all I got, guys. I'm gonna keep it short today. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Transparency, dedication, and edgy. Where'd you go wrong, Kip? I don't know. You let me know, Benny. I appreciate it, guys. All right, that's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget, guys, what do we gotta do? You gotta smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, support us if you like the content, if you're having a good time. And as always, guys, you got to remember, folks, to DCA and HODL. And, of course, we will see you in the next one. The Loyal token launches today. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you are bullish. I'm going to end the poll on the BRC20 tokens. Most people are not looking into them. Next time I put out that poll, I hope we see a lot more yeses. I would like to see a lot more yeses. I'd like to see people doing some more research out there. I hear I'm starving to an exclamation point. Crowbro, let's go eat. Let's go eat. I'm Crypto Kip. I'm out, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.